Hi guys, how are you? Good morning. All right, Cece, if you're here, you can post. Let me get started because I won't be on for long. I have a meeting at 1. Let me just open my screens. Hi, IJ, how are you? All right, IJ, you're getting a channeled reading, right? I'm going to just get started with you since Cece's not here yet. So stick around. I'll start with you, IJ. Oh, that's good, IJ. She had been quiet, right? Yeah, that's what I noticed in the reading yesterday. I feel like this is a season for her. Like, it's like seasonal going into hermit mode because I'm getting some more of that energy here. Okay. Hi, Cece. I'm doing IJ's channel reading and then I got you. Oh, you see? I was picking up on that though. That's funny. I mean, not funny, but I like it's a season for her. Yeah. But you did know because y'all connected. Low key, you did know because you're connected. Alrighty, IJ. I wanna do purple messages. Yeah. Just let me know if you're still here. Okay, you're here. Never mind. Alright, so I want to apologize for my distance. Life has been lifing, but God is great, so I'll try not to complain too much. I'm trying to change my ways because I know that always shutting down isn't healthy. Feeling like I'm going through major shifts internally, but I know this is to better me with becoming a safe space for me, my future family, and everyone around me in general. When I am distant, I miss you immensely, but I'm no good to anyone when I'm feeling out of place. Even though you always make me feel right at home, your support always lights a fire in me in the best way. It brings the best out of me. I always feel more courageous and outgoing. I look forward to celebrating us, to the fun times still left to be seen and explored. I want to build with you, build a solid foundation that can't be torn apart. I look forward to sharing victories with you and you sharing your victories with me. All I can think about sometimes is the family we're going to have. You're my answered prayers in every way possible, my love. That was nice. Let's get your messages. And good morning, everyone. Okay. Your confidence turns me on so much. I love that about you. I'm committed to other responsibilities for now, which we kind of know that. You live rent free in my head and my heart. Something is holding me back from coming towards you, which I feel like is those responsibilities. Yes, I be parked watching. I feel like this is social media. I'm focusing on myself right now, which is with those responsibilities. Expect communication from me today. So you'll probably definitely hear from her today. That was beautiful, right? Birthday sex. You got this the other day, too. You probably think I'm trash for the way I acted. You know what? I think because she shuts down, I think she is like, she feels guilty, which she kind of said that. So, I really love your set. My feelings for you are very real, and I look forward to you meeting my loved ones. So, that is for you, IJ. I hope that gives you some clarity and understanding. You're welcome. All right, Cece Boo, it is your turn. Hi, guys. Whoever is watching, say hi. We don't bite over here. Unless you're my man, and I don't have one of those right now, so don't be scared to say hi. It's funny that came up. She posted a video of. Oh, she did? So that's your first time seeing her mom? Oh, snaps. So she definitely wanted you to see that. Alright, let's see. Erin said happy Mother's Day to Cece. She left him on red. How is he feeling? Hold on. Let's shuffle. Let's get some shuffles in. The Nine of Wands. Okay. He feels like you're guarded. He's feeling like you're guarded. Yeah, he's thinking. So right now in his head, like you're coming off as guarded, kind of protecting your energy. With the Seven of Cups lets me know that he's like daydreaming, thinking about you, could be even dreaming, trying to figure out what to do when it comes to this connection. Yeah, because he still wants it. The Ten of Pentacles is there. Like, you're a safety net for him. So it's like he feels like he could have that long-term relationship. But see, like, the Seven of Swords is here. Um, Clarify the Seven of Swords. The Page of Cups. So, see, this is a small gesture. Like, he was doing this to see if you will respond back, right? I feel like you're going to still hear from him. He is not mature enough to like have a grand gesture, right? Like he knows that he has to do something bigger to like kind of win you back, but he doesn't know what that is. The Six of Pentacles is here, so he's wanting some equal give and take with you. He wants change. He definitely wants change, but this is the thing again, it's like he doesn't know how to make that happen. The Knight of Pentacles is here. I'm gonna say expect more communication from him. Clarify this Wheel of Fortune for me. The Five of Pentacles. This is way too many cards. I'm going to take the first one that came out. Yeah, he's feeling left out in the cold. Have you not talked to him? I'm assuming you haven't really talked to him. Or communication is really slow. He's going to continue to come towards you, though, Cece. He's feeling left out in the cold. Like he's feeling shut down. Yeah, he feels like you're walking away. He feels like you're walking away and he's kind of debating if he should too. Like just leave this alone. But this is the thing, I still get him coming back towards you. Like I don't feel like it's done. He's, if you look at this card, like he's like walking away but he's still looking back. So yeah, he's not willing to let this go. To change something has to change. I'm gonna send him a cash app. Thank you. Right. You want some change? Send me some change. Say nah. Yeah, people don't get it. Sometimes you just be like, I don't know, doing too much. Like if you do too much, you gotta fucking do a lot to get me back. The Queen of Pentacles came out in the reverse. So he's viewing you too, like you're holding back, but like in a selfish way. Like you're being too cold. Like you're being too cold. Show me the Eight of Cups. I love this deck. The Magician and the Sun. Girl, he's gonna think of a master plan. I'm telling you, he's gonna try to come back in. He wants to have like a good time with you. Like he wants the good times back. Yeah, he wants the good times back. But he's viewing you as shut down, like as cold, a little selfish. Because the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, she could be a little selfish. Like she's all about her. And so he's kind of like, she's not even thinking about me. She's just focusing on her feelings. The Page of Swords, the Hangman, he's observing you. So this to me, so with the Hangman and the Page of Swords, right? The Hangman is very observant. Like it's a pause. But I'm looking, I'm watching, I'm observing. And you have the Page of Swords. So he's definitely observing you to see what your next step is. Like what's your next move? Um, yeah, absolutely. The Nine of Swords. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Girl, there's a lot of regret here. But you know what? I feel like his ego is like in the way a little bit. Like not, and I wouldn't even say too much ego, more so like pride. Like he may not be used to someone giving him the cold shoulder. Like what you're doing, he's not, I don't think he's used to that. The Nine of Swords is like that sleepless nights, regret. There could be anxiety here. He could suffer from anxiety. I mean, someone that drinks a lot can, they say alcohol is an antidepressant, which is why I don't really drink like that. Um, and I'm getting regret for like how he acted, but it's like he doesn't know how to fix it, and it's pride. Like he's letting pride get in the way. Um, so I still see him coming towards you, to be honest, but I feel like he's not processing his feelings. So it's like right now I feel like he's in like a desperate energy to try to get you back or try to get some attention from you. Um but I do still see like genuine interest. You get what I'm saying? So it's hard to say with him because I do get genuine interest, but at the same time, like he doesn't know what to do. Yeah, it does. I'm anxious. Like I tell him, that's why I rarely drink anymore. There's just I just rather stay away from it because yeah, it's too much. He needs to be sober. Yeah. And that's hard. Like when you're stressed, you think that that's gonna look. So I did all these little wine glasses for my clients the other day, and I have some, and then I bought me these little they're like little circle tubes like that, like little balls. Drink they're alcoholic drinks. Oh my god, I took a sip of one yesterday. It was so fucking strong. Well, the little bottle like that is 15% alcohol. So I was like, oh hell nah. Yeah, I've been slowed down and drinking like for years. You know what too? Because I got bit into my fitness too. And alcohol has hidden calories. So yeah, I just kind of slow down. I don't mind social drinking, but I am very mindful because I know how alcohol can make me feel real anxious for like a week or two. Yes, a general for the week. Let's see. I want to use the angel cards. And my hands have been hurting lately. I'm gonna do my massages later. Yeah. This is for Cece, general for the week. General for the week. General for the week for Cece. So you have the world card. The world card is like Spirit saying, you're doing a job, like a job well done. They're saying there's gonna be joy and contentment this week. You're gonna be feeling like really grateful. Like there's a certain sense of enlightenment. You have the Six of Water here, so the Six of Water is like, for me, is like good memories. Good memories from like your past, like your childhood, or just even memories from like last week or 2 weeks ago, like memories with your children is what I'm getting. Like you're looking at your past, but like in a soft way. So if I know sometimes we think about things that happened in the past, and sometimes like the negative stuff could come up a lot, but for you, what I'm getting is like you're gonna be like good times are gonna show up for you in your past memories, um which is good. This could be someone from your past who reaching out, but like a friend, someone that you would still consider a friend or like be on good terms with. You have the Knight of Earth here. I'm seeing you being very dedicated this week, like working. Like you feeling like, damn, it's time to buckle down and get shit done. Whether it's in your house, your business, doing hair, like you're kind of like honoring yourself and your commitments. I also see a guardian angel could be around you. Yeah. I know we should be in gratitude every day, but I know even myself, like sometimes I get caught up. And I've been trying to be more mindful of like when I get up, just be like, thank you God for waking us up, you know. You have the 5 of fire here. Um, I'm seeing you feeling very like competitive when it comes to your goals. So this is like you versus you. I'm getting that this week, like it's like you versus you. So let's just say, there's people that will talk. And I literally was having this conversation yesterday or like the day before with my older sister. Some people will talk about their goals, right? They're like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, but never do it, right? So if you've been in that energy where you're like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get up early and go work out and like I'm gonna cook every day this week and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna make sure that I'm like keeping myself busy, right? Putting myself out there, like my business, da da da. But you don't ever do it, right? So I feel like this week you're gonna catch yourself. Like whenever you see yourself being like lazy or like procrastinating, you're like, nope, Cece, get the fuck up. Let me go post something or let me go do this. Let me go actually work out today. Let me eat healthy today. Like it's you versus you this week is what I'm getting, but in a good way. It feels like in a healthy way. Exactly. Like the moon is here. The moon for me in this deck is like about your intuition, listening to like your own, psyche insights. I'm also seeing like there's things unfolding for you behind the scenes, which are good things, right? They're saying release your fears that hold you back. Release those fears that hold you back. You have the life experience card, which is Archangel Chamuel. This talks about a significant event. Things are going to be revealed to you that lead to major change. I'm also saying the spirit just says spread your wings. It's time for you to like, I feel like it's time for you to take things up a notch. Yeah, the King of Fire. The King of Fire is that entrepreneur, the very outgoing, very ambitious, very motivated. So this is what I'm getting. You're gonna be really, really, really in this, like really motivated this week. Um, Yo, me too. I get like that too. I have like, and I think the more you like energetically like feel better, the more you kind of just like, I'm just gonna get shit done, right? Because it's all you. Um, so this week I'm seeing you being very focused on your goals. I'm seeing you focusing on your vision. You're being more of a leader this week. And you may be getting some advice or someone could be coming to you for advice when it comes to like creativeness. This could have to do with hair because I know you do hair. So someone could be asking for your advice on something. You have the Emperor here. Yeah, you're definitely gonna be in this like leader energy. You may have some mm, masculine energies coming toward you, but these are masculine energies, not little kids, not wannabe grown boys. These are super masculine energies. But again, I'm seeing you being a leader this week, being very disciplined, very structured. You have the Eight of Air, which is all about like not keeping yourself trapped in your mind. This card, you could keep yourself trapped with illusions and like things that are not really happening, or feeling at times where there could be a bit of lack of confidence. Wait, who's your mini apprentice? Oh, wait, there was that girl, right? Right, right. I think I remember that. You have the Five of Water. So this is this for me feels like, let's just say there's something that doesn't turn out the way that you want. Don't feel discouraged. Um, don't cry over spilled milk. This week I feel like it's not a week to like be crying over spilled milk. It's a good week to just kind of like refocus, regain balance here. Let me get more cards. Wait, I said regain balance. There goes the balance card. So like do things in moderation. Like if you don't feel like doing something, don't do it. But also just remember, don't procrastinate on stuff. I think that this week too, this week I feel like you may be feeling a little like pessimistic when it comes to like the situation with this guy with Aaron. But I feel like Spirit is definitely saying don't cry over spilled milk. Like this needed to happen now. Like it's better that it shows up now than when you have like invested even more time. Um, I feel like with him, he's gonna still be around. You have the Unity card. Um, this is like the higher friend. So it's like you're looking at things from a traditional standpoint. You're also like you're see, I'm getting someone is gonna be seeking more mentorship. So this could be her. Um, she's very you're gonna see a lot of things with this girl that you're mentoring, a lot of things with her that remind you of you. She does things that remind you of you. Yeah. So you're gonna see a lot of like you're gonna be like comparing a lot of things with her in general because I feel like she's showing up as more mature this week, if that makes sense. I'm trying to make that shit make sense because I feel like the way Spirit's throwing it at me, I'm like, what are y'all saying? But like, yeah, you're gonna see a lot of things that are very much in common with the way she learns, maybe the way she moves, even the way she talks, the way she reacts to things. You're gonna see a lot of that stuff. So, and I feel like it makes you feel good. You have the Four of Fire. I'm seeing contentment. So again, even if you do get to a point where you feel like you're crying over spilled milk, at the same time you're finding the good in it. Um, Very abundant. You're gonna be feeling more at peace this week. I'm seeing a happy home life. Um, you're gonna be completing some projects again. Like this could be at home, in your career, in general. Like I'm seeing you completing things that maybe you've left. Like let's just say you was like, you know what, I'm gonna clean out my closet, and you started but you didn't finish. I'm seeing you finishing that this week. Anything else for Cece for this week? The Seven of Fire. So they're saying choose your battles wisely. I feel like you may have some issues come up with this guy. The Three of Water, the Ace of Fire. Um, yeah, this there may be some disagreements that come up with this guy, but with the Three of Water, I'm seeing you still being happy. I think that Spirit is saying like you can focus on your goals. They want you to focus on your goals this week, but also go out and have fun. um, I'm seeing an exciting new opportunity coming your way. This feels like career advancement, or like a major change when it comes to your like life. So this could be like a new client that brings you more clients. Like you know how somebody comes in, and I know this has happened to you because it happens to me. Like where someone gets referred to you, and then by the end of the day, they're hitting you up that their sister, their mom, their cousin wants to hear them, their best friend. Like, so it's like they're the one to be like the tryout. Like, they're like, go ahead, you go try that new hairstylist. Let us know how it goes. And then when, things go well, then everybody's coming from them. That's what I'm getting. And that, even if that's not this week, I see that coming up for you. Yes, exactly. CC, me too. And especially because they're just coming in, they're like, oh yeah, my someone whoever referred you to referred, and then they're like, well, my mom and my sister want to get their hair done, but they're waiting to see till I get my hair done first. Yeah, I get those. I've gotten those, which is still cool because I don't blame them. In this field, you can't take it too personal. You're welcome, Cece. Thank you. Yeah, me too. I always ask that too. I've had people hit me up from all over, but they're because I used to put like certain hashtags, which I got to go back to that. And some of them, I remember getting girls from like Cali, Arizona, like so far out. And especially in like those little towns where, like even in Florida, there's not a lot of people that know how to do hair, to be honest. They're like real behind on things. Because I remember when I did my best friend's tape-ins, one of my best friends, and she went out there for vacation. She went to get a wash and dry. Girl, they left her tape-ins practically wet. She said by the time and mind you, the salon was outside of the hotel. She said when she went back to the room, her hair was like frizzy. Hi, Rain. All right. Okay, Rain, I got you. You're actually up now. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I have my clients that like work move to like Florida, or the one, she's actually in Phoenix. The other one is in Colorado, and they always, when they come out here to fly, like they know they're gonna come visit their family, they'll always book with me. I always make time for them too, even if I am booked, because you know they don't do it too often. The one that lives in Florida, she comes up like 2, 3 times a year, and every time she makes sure she sees me before she leaves. All right, so Rain. All right, how does Buto view? Okay, how does he view K? How does Buto view K? In the Bay Area, which is weird. I actually know how to do curling. Oh my god, yeah, there's a lot of places that don't know how to fucking do hair. Like, it's crazy to me. You have Honest, Fine as Fuck. Yeah, it's a lot of places that are like that. um Unique. I think too, I feel like people just didn't perfect their craft. I think that people just was like, fuck it, like I'ma just, I remember going to hair school when I was in cosmetology school. There was a lot of girls that only went because they thought it was an easy thing. Kind, Radiant, Sexy, Gentle. Is he still on a trip? Was he on a trip? Yeah, they think hair is easy until you gotta really, like, let me tell you something. When I was in cosmetology school, this girl came in there, and she had natural hair, never had been relaxed. She was a black woman, and she was like, yeah, no, I've never had a relaxer. At the time, to me, I thought it was easier to do someone's hair that had a relaxer. And I mean, she had so much hair, and it was long natural hair, right? And I'm like, there is no way I could do this. And my teacher, he actually told me, he's like, actually, her hair is going to be even easier for you to do because it's never had chemical process. And she just wanted like a wash and like blow dry, like a straighten, like, wash and curl stuff. And let me tell you, her hair came out all that. Like, it was the easiest to fucking do. After like I washed it, and I was like blow drying it real good. And ever since that, I just stopped being scared of doing any kind of hair. But at the time, yeah, like I was like, oh my god, like I've never, like I had already done some of my classmates because I went to a mixed school, so we were doing each other's hair, but they had done the perms. Let's see, how do you see? Bewitching, so like very enchanting, highly spiritual, so he could feel very connected to you, like on a spiritual level. Best kisser, extremely attractive and honorable. At the bottom, you have caring. So that is for you, Rain. You're welcome, my love. Thank you. All right, I'm going to use the restroom. Be right back. Hi, Jasmine. How are you? All right, Kay, let me know what you donated for. Oh, let me open this back up. All right, got you right now. Let's see. Actually, where? Oh, there. My oracles are right here. All right, got you. I'm good, Jasmine. Thank you for asking. All right, so let's do this. What do you want to say to her? I always have wet dreams about us. I don't even know. I don't even remember writing that. That's funny. Let's release all of our sexual tensions. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I can't wait to feel you inside of me. So just, reverse it because this is not gender. It's gender neutral. Reverse it the way that it fits. Literally. Secret fetish is activated by the right one. Please wear your fuck me shoes. I want to feel your breasts in my mouth. Sit on my face. I want to experiment with toys. Ride me until your legs go numb. That's my kind of person. It's like, I wonder who's in here watching. I have 7 watchers right now. Well, not 7 watchers, probably like 5. And I don't even know who it is. Tie me up and make me yours. Lately, I've been craving your love making. Did you say he was on a trip? Wasn't he away? Is he back? Is he your neighbor? Is it you that this is your neighbor? I can't remember. Sex on the beach. Wait, after what I told you? Wait, what? About what? Oh, you talking about that fucking... Wants to hear you whisper their name while they make love to you. The way you look at me makes me weak while we pleasure each other. Oh, he's back? Okay, cool. Car sex is the best sex. Spread your legs and open up to me. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Girl, and you don't like me. Talking about she had a falling out with me. I'm like, when the fuck? First of all, we didn't have a fallout. That's one. I didn't even know that she wasn't speaking to me until I went on her fucking on her channel the one day to say hi, and I saw that I was blocked, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And then, you know, the circle of friends of, you know, of little groupies, because they weren't talking to me, they were all like friends all of a sudden. Like, y'all all, they did the high school shit. Like the high school shit. And then the one girl, they used to be a mod on my channel. Her name is Jay. I don't really care. I'm going to use names because I don't really care. You was going around telling people that I was falling out with people. Like, girl, when? Why was you in my business anyways? For real, I'm the one that introduced you to everyone to begin with. You was on my channel. Weird ass. She had a falling out with her fucking self. Yes. And that's why I'm like, I had a fallout with her. Like, I didn't even know until I was blocked. But you know what it was? She gave me a reading. I got a reading from her, right? From LT. I got a reading from her. And it was about a friend. And she gave me a love reading. You know, whatever. I left it alone. It is what it is. And then I mentioned it, but I never said who it was from. You felt some type of way because you was watching, probably watching right now. That's why I don't care. You was watching, so you felt some type of way because you were watching. But had you not been watching, you would have never felt no type of way because that could have been from anyone. At the time, I was getting readings from multiple people. This was like last year around this time, or like a little bit before, you know. So it was like, it was just weird. Falling out with who? With herself. Because, bitch, you got to be my friend to have a fall. We have to have a literal fallout to have a fallout. You just was in my business watching channels like what you do. That's what she does. She goes and sits and watches channels, and then you run with stories with your fucking weird ass. So, yeah, I didn't know. And then, you know, yeah, just weird. Sorry, Kay. Oh, yes, right, Kay. I have a good memory. You know what? That's the first time I hear that. Because let me tell you, girl, I'll be forgetting stuff. I think with you guys, it's more like unless it's like really personal with people. But even with readings, I'll forget certain things. But there's just little details like that is easy for me to remember. But sometimes I will mix it up with the person. Enjoying the tea. And you know what's so funny? That last year I knew that was happening because you kind of saw the little clicks forming. And it was, to me, that shit was so funny because I'm like, for real, there's only one person that I really care about. And me and her, we had our talk. And that was it because me and her, we were cool before we even had channels. But everyone else, I really didn't give a fuck. Like, except for that one, that fucking Queen of Swords. We was cool, but she got weird. And again, I don't care to say names because I saw them in their faces. Like, she got weird. I'm like, I never knew she was like that. She came on my channel, was trying to run shit. Like, nah, sis, this ain't your channel. All right, for Rain, from Yuta, what are your hidden desires? Let me give you a few extra. We have rough sex. This could be intense, so discuss, discuss, discuss boundaries, and be sure to have a safe word. Leg lover gets aroused looking at legs, especially in high heels or in stockings. I was going to say thigh highs. Vanilla prefers conventional sex, doesn't like kinky sex or anything out of the ordinary. I think he's a mixture of both because you got rough sex and vanilla sex. We have giver enjoys pleasuring you and you to orgasm wants you to orgasm to enhance your experience. Oh, we love a pleaser. We have foot play. May look at, touch, lick, rub your feet on their genitals or masturbate with them. So he is definitely a leg and foot lover. I saw when she caused all that drama on Dawn's channel that the what was her name? This she didn't even come back to mod or nothing. Ragdoll wants you to pretend to be asleep so they can have it there. They can have their way with you. Shy guy doesn't make a lot of moves at first and wants for you to flirt with them. Yes, Karen. There you go. We have mirror wants to watch you in the mirror while having sex to see your expressions. We have edge play likes to take risks that may cross over into danger. Talk it out and stay safe. And we have licking. Likes being licked or likes licking you all over. Aroused by tongue baths. Okay. She that one, Queen of Swords, she even stopped being cool with one of my friend readers because she was her mod and she stopped being cool with her because I was still going to the channel. Like, who are you to tell people? This is what I'm saying. People will have me and her, we did have a she's one that I did have a fallout with because we were mad fucking cool until I got personal with her, and then I'm like, yo, this lady is crazy. And she had a fallout with one of our friend readers because I was still going to her channel. Like, you are a grown ass 40-something-year-old woman that's been in the fucking army, and you are going around trying to get people to stop talking to me. Get the hell out of here. And I think she even blocked one of my accounts from her channel because I can't comment on it. But I have my regular where I go on. Just weird. That's what I'm saying. It's just weird. It was clickish. Like, if you listen, I saw it. First of all, this is what I'm a fucking reader. Like, I could really read people's energy. I don't just pick up tarot cards. I pick up the tarot cards because of the channel. So I already knew what was going on. It was a click. And, it is what it is. I didn't really care. Like, that's why I told my friend the other day, I'm like, I don't really care. Like, they could say that they have fallouts with me. I didn't even talk to half of these girls. I don't really give a fuck. The one I did a collab with you and you brought nothing to the fucking table. Like, nothing. Nothing. I was like, never again. Yeah, you could definitely, yeah. Yeah, I learned last year. That's why I keep my distance. I literally, let me tell you, um, it's been now over a week since I even like got a reading, and let me tell you, my energy has never felt so fucking good. One thing I don't want to do is give readings for people that think that all men ain't shit. I'm sorry, I don't subscribe to that because that is not fucking true. I have a lot of great men in my life. So as soon as I hear someone saying like, well, you know how men are, like, I'm turned off immediately. It makes me run. Yo, so I forget what's her name. She has mentioned something about like, like when a man starts talking about being a man of God or whatever. Oh my God, Kate, thank you. I don't know if I even know if I said thank you because I'm chatting. Um, but I was like, yo, I literally was telling my friends, I'm like, yo, as soon as a guy starts talking about God first and like I'm a man of God, I'm immediately wanting to run. As soon as the guy starts talking about communication is key, I'm running because it's such bullshit. It's such bullshit that I'm just like, hell no. Mm-mm. Hold on real quick. Oh my God, wait, I didn't know what's going on out there. I used to have this reader from out there and she was amazing. And then she just got real, like I actually just unsubscribed from her channel a little while ago. There was some shit going on with somebody from her country, and she was saying that she was being spiritually attacked, and like I don't know, it was just weird. Oh my God, there was? I didn't know that. Let me see. I've been so wrapped up in my own world, like getting my business and stuff out there and like working on other stuff. Oh yeah, there's some shit going on in Pakistan. India, Pakistan. Speak as ceasefire holds. Okay. Okay, signs of normalcy after weekend of ceasefire. Oh my God. Girl, that's funny. I just ordered this digital fitness journal. So I'm like, fuck that. I'm getting back. Like I've really been getting back to myself and I feel so fucking good. Um I feel so fucking good. Like I'm like, yo, I feel like a brand new person. I don't even feel like the old me because I'm like I'm one thing I'm big on. I don't ever want to go back to who I was. Like even in December, like I'm like I was in such a good place, but I'm like really was I? Because if I was in a really good place, things would not have unfolded the way they did. So I don't want to go back to that person. Just better than that. So yeah, I'm like, um, I have a group thing at 1, then my therapy at 2. So I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. Ever since I started doing this, like just really being remembering my power, like I don't need a reading. And I literally was like, you know what? Why would I read on anything that is not beneficial to me? Like why? And I've never been the type to really like. I mean, not never. The past like 2 years, I was not getting readings because it's all your energy anyways. So when you really think about it, if your energy been shitty and you haven't really been putting the work in to changing your mindset, like especially your dominant thoughts, why would you get a good reading? Girl, you know what my thing with her, that girl, Bree, the reason why I never went back to her is because I just don't like her delivery. Like it was like I don't like when people are kind of insensitive when they're doing readings, and then you have people on your channel like chiming into somebody else's reading. To me, I just think that I never liked that on this channel. Like I don't like when people ask people about their readings. Like I don't. To me, it's none of your business, right? Um. So I feel like I was just turned off about the whole, like just her energy in general. I was not feeling it. The message is the message, whatever. She can't. But I also just don't like that she checks every single card. To me, whatever comes out, and it's meant to come out. So I get clarifying some, certain things, but she clarifies every single card. And to me, you don't need to do that. But I realize that she is one of those girl. You see that you can't get reading from people like that because no matter what, I just feel like that affects the energy because they already don't like men. They already don't like men. So yeah, there was one that I went to and she was like really man bashy, and I was like, oh yeah, never again. Go get a girlfriend then. The meaning, there are no free readings, love. You have to read the pin message. Yeah, there's no free readings for this live. Just when you come in, just always read the pinned message and the description. But there's no free readings for this live. Yeah, that's why I just stopped, because it's all your energy. So whatever your dominant thoughts are at the moment, that's what's gonna be reflected. I mean, does it reflect like your person too? Of course, but that how are they showing up is all you. So yeah, I'm good. When I tell you, I have not had the interest in it like at all. And a lot of my faves have been online. They were online this whole weekend. Just don't have the interest to do it. Like once you really, really, really like, we're questioning ourselves. That's what it is. And I mean, energy checks are cool, like I say. But I'm the type of person I can't do no energy check because it affects my energy if I get like a bad news. So I'm good. And then you have some people that are literally, not to bash anyone, but they read very generic. Like I noticed that with somebody that I know. One of her messages to like everyone is always, you need to get grounded. No, the fuck you don't. And I'm like, I even question myself. And you know what's crazy? Last year when I got a reading and she told me to get grounded, like I'm talking about, this is when I was like, I mean, living my best fucking life. I was literally having the best time. I mean, I was traveling like almost every month and like every 6 to 8 weeks. I'm like literally traveling. I'm always like out having fun, literally working out every day, nourishing my body with healthy foods, meditating, doing my affirmation sessions. I mean, like I was really like in a good place. This is before December. And she kept telling me I needed to get grounded. And I'm like, how much more fucking grounded can I get? Like, so I think, yeah, then like the one day I just was like watching, um, I was gonna get a reading, and for some reason I ended up, I was doing my clients here, so I didn't get a chance. And I just saw like you just kept telling everyone that they needed to get grounded, and like it was similar messages to what I was getting, and I was like, you know what, why am I wasting my time, money, and energy? So like lately, it's been over like a week, and yeah, it's been over a week, and I just feel brand fucking new. And I feel like the more you just remind yourself, like, I am in control and this is what it is. And the stories that you're telling yourself, that's what matters. You know, when you start to really see change. So, like, a few weeks ago, I was seeing the change in the opposite direction. And not just with, like, my personal stuff, like literally like my businesses, like a lot of shit. And then suddenly it just started to shift back, and it's all your energy. Like I do believe that's why too, like people that say you don't have to regulate your nervous system. Yes, the fuck you do. Because the more you're in an anxious, like all over the place energy, so is your mind. You cannot help that. So it is good to like just regulate your nervous system. Your nervous system is okay. Some people don't feel like you need that because they don't have a fucking, they're okay. They've been doing this shit for years. But that's why I can't wait till I start my memberships, because I feel like some of these like manifestation coaches too, they're not realistic. They're going off of their experiences, but let's be fucking for real. Um let's be fucking for real in general. And even with like the whole self-concept thing, a lot of them will say you don't need self-concept to manifest. But to me, I feel like self-concept is a real fucking big major part. um you see, I'm telling you, um I feel like self-concept, because once you have that fucking, you do feel like you are this fucking person. Everything else. Now, do I think you still need to affirm for other things like separately? Yeah, you do, because you have like dominating thoughts you got to change. But do I feel like self concept is not needed? I will have to disagree with that. I feel like it's not needed if you already have that self concept. And I say that because when I first started learning about affirming, I heard, especially with like Sammy, she used to say you don't need self concept. So when Nikki taught me about self concept, I was like, well, I was watching Sammy for like a good 8 months, and I was like, she said you don't need it, and I completely skipped self concept for over a year. And when I tell you, at least like 8 months, 8 months to a year, and when I tell y'all that would I manifest stuff? Yeah, but would they stick for long? Absolutely not. When I say I was manifesting a lot of little shit, especially that summer when I first went with Nikki, yes, I was manifesting a lot of little shit. But when I went back and I was like, let me start focusing on self concept, that's when things really started to fucking shift. That's when things really started to fucking shift. Yeah, they go hand in hand. To me, and I honestly feel like it's like, and again, it's my personal belief. I feel like it's at least 70% self concept, 30% everything else. Because once you feel like you're that girl and you know that you're that girl, everything else just falls into place. So when they're like, I don't, as soon as people, and if you go to a lot of people that are, some of the people that are more into like just deciding, and they still affirm, they just remind themselves that like, I already have this. They'll say like self concept is what got them so much shit. Because once you're confident in anything, you're good. That's why I'm like, I don't want to get readings from people that don't even know about like law of assumption. Like people that be like, oh, the energy changes. No, the fuck it doesn't. You do. You change the energy. And I believe I've been teaching that since I even, before my channel, because I already knew about law of assumption. All right, so I am gonna head out at 12:30. If anyone's gonna donate, do it now. I mean, there's 6 people in here. We know the watchers are watching, but I'll be back later on today. I got a meeting at 1. Whew. Even with Nikki, I think I outgrew some of her teachings only because one of the last time I spoke to her, she said she wanted me to change one of my affirmations. She was like, your logical mind is not gonna it's gonna be harder. And I'm like, yo, manifestation is not logical. Like manifestation is not freaking logical. So no, I don't. I didn't like that message. I'm like, just because you're a logical person, like I don't think that's something good to teach because manifestation is really not logical. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. I will see you guys later, probably like around 6. Right, but I do feel like self concept is the major key. I don't think it's the major key, But that's why I said I think self concept is like 70% and everything else is 30%. Because if you know that you control everything, you know that you're in power, you know that you're the creator, you know that you're that girl, you get whatever you want. Everything in your life is perfect. You can manifest quickly and easily. You're perfect at doing everything else. Then you work on your other. That's why those other topics are separate. But I do feel like once you know that these things are what they are, everything else is a little bit easier to follow through. Um, so I do feel like, and that's just my experience. I feel like when I let go of self concept and focus too much on my desires, it feels a little harder, a little tougher. Um, But that's why I say you got to work with both. You got to do all of them. You cannot just like, there's people that are like, well, if I just work on myself, like, I can get that person or I can get whatever, whatever. But no, because you still have to work on those desires, especially if you have limiting beliefs when it comes to your person. Like, if you have literally been saying your person is a shitty ass person, you cannot expect that with your self concept, you're going to change that dominant thought of your person. And I think that's what some people don't get either. Like, it goes, like you said, just it goes hand in hand. I feel like you have to work on everything. Like, so imagine, um, there's people who really like been through some shit with their people, right? Like, we have had our own stuff, right? So if you're not affirming for your person, you could say that everyone is all of this, but if your dominant thoughts on your person is, I remember when he cheated, then it don't matter how fucking good your self concept is. I was explaining that to somebody the other day, like a few weeks ago. Then I was like, you know what? Like, I noticed that she's like she just likes to be combative. Um, Whenever I tell her stuff, so that's why I'm not even entertaining any conversations with her right now or ever. Um, but like she was saying, she's gonna work on herself and like everything else, and I get that. Like, I think that you should work on yourself, but I still feel like you should also work on your dominant thoughts when it comes to your person, even with money. If you have a shitty mindset when it comes to money, like, if you've always said you was broke, like me, I literally say money grows on trees. um I have like these certain phrases that I have when it comes to money. That's why it's so easy for me to make money, um, to get clientele, for my Etsy store to go. It picked up so much recently. But if you have shitty concept when it comes to money, you think your self concept is gonna change that? I don't feel like it is. But I do feel like if you're already working on your self concept and you already know that you can get whatever the fuck you want, then your desires do become easier. And your desires shouldn't be over you anyways. They always say that you shouldn't keep your desires on a pedestal. You got to take it off. And you do that by self concept. So it's like, yeah, it definitely goes hand in hand. That's why I remember that one time, Jess, you was like, I'm gonna just focus on self concept and not affirm for like your desires at this, and I was like, no, still affirm for them. Like, it goes hand, like you said, it goes hand in hand. So no, you still affirm for them, but yeah, maybe just, let's say you do self concept for 15 minutes, and you just do your desires, your love for 10 and your money for 10. That's how I do it. I mean, I do more than 15 minutes sometimes, but you get what I'm saying. It should be more self concept and then the rest of the things under. Exactly. Yeah, and that's a belief that you have. So, yeah, when you are like hyper focused on something, I feel like it does tend to like put pressure on you. That's why I say fuck the timing of it, fuck the how, because it shouldn't matter. Cuz especially the timing and the how, it could literally happen any which way. Like the timing thing, some people, creation is now, so it doesn't matter. Like, when people start, that's why I used to not be big on doing time frames, but I know people like them, so I was like, fuck it, I'll add it. But I'm not a big person on time frames, like wanting to know time frames, because let's just say something is meant to happen tonight, but this person told you it's not happening for another 6 months. There goes your fucking belief. right out the window. There goes that feeling of knowing when you already had that feeling of like it's gonna happen today. Now you have this in the back of your mind replaying that it's not happening for another 6 months. So yeah. All right, girls, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna go eat something before my meeting at 1 because it's like a 1 hour long meeting, and then I have my hour therapy session like right after at 2. So I'll see you guys later. Let me get my butt out of here. Bye.